Joe, Charlie, when I got here at Williston State College, just around 5:30, the line wasn't out the door, but it was certainly packed in between the main doors to get into the gym and the doors that lead outside. There's a lot of support here for the Republican Party, and that's exactly why Donald Trump Jr. is coming here. Thanks, Joe. It's the governor's reception right now, but folks are getting ready to induct 3 new members into the Scandinavian American Hall of Fame. You might have heard of some of them, other ones you might not have, so I'm going to go through a few things you need to know about the 3 inductees tonight. What I'm actually most excited about is what we're about to try. One of the ribs fresh off the pit. We're gonna just dig in. Sauce is good, meat is succulent.
Coming right off the bone.
I just need to take another bite, hold on. Well, but another tradition that goes hand in hand with the Minot tree lighting is the serving of roasted chestnuts over an open fire to members of the public. Yeah, and I'm really excited to see those results tonight because we're actually seeing a lot of national issues affect what these results in the state races might be. Thanks, police were at this residence here in Southwest Minot for 8.5 hours today before they eventually put someone in custody around 4:05. But thanks, guys. It's always a really fun time when we get to share some time with the Dreamcatchers baseball players and other high-octane athletes here in the Minot area. The Minotauros are here, and I'm joined by head coach Marty Murray. And first things first, Marty, we're here at Aaron's Field. He's been a rabid Minotauros fan ever since I'm sure you've known him. What's it like to have that connection with the Dreamcatchers, the Minotauros, and Aaron?
Joe, Molly, today really is a special day for Walter. Admittedly, I spoke to him yesterday and he told me how he wouldn't be available for today's interview because he'd already be the center of attention. However, I'm joined by the director of the Northwest Arts Center, Avis Fikely. And Avis, if I'm not mistaken, you were telling me that Walter was a previous professor of yours. And what does it mean to you to see his name up on his own gallery tonight?
Sing away, sing away.
It's fairly common to see carolers serenading folks at retirement homes during the holidays. But one of these carolers, Cameron Morrison, has some extra motivation.
I got accepted into the Honors Performance Series at Carnegie Hall.
That's Carnegie Hall in New York City. Cameron was chosen from 18,000 singers from across the country to showcase North Dakota talent at one of the country's most famous theaters. She will travel to the Big Apple in February, and she's taking the time between now and then to raise funds.
I've been doing a fundraiser. It's called Carols for Carnegie. So for a suggested donation of $10, I will go to any nursing home, assisted living center, or like business and sing a Christmas carol.
She's also picking up fans along the way.
Awesome that a girl from North Dakota or from Minot could go that far.
For someone that young, she's got a fantastic voice.
Cameron takes every chance she gets to sing in her community. Her voice teacher says her passion and work ethic are evident by the performance series selection.
And that's where Minot's a really rich place to be because Cameron has those opportunities through study with me, but well before me.
Now she'll represent small-town North Dakota.
I feel like the only way I did get in is because of all the opportunities I've been presented here in Minot.
On one of the world's biggest stages. In Minot for NBC North Dakota News, I'm Jack Springate.
Way to go. Good for her, right?
Oh, yeah.
In the 7 years of the Minot Minotauros Teddy Bear Toss, none brought more bears to the ice than this year's game.
2 years ago in this building, we had only 230-something bears. Last year it was up to 617, and this year 858.
There are over a dozen trash bags just like this one, full of teddy bears, getting ready for delivery to local charities around the Magic City. Once packed up, these fluffy friends are off to the Minot Police Department and the Domestic Violence Crisis Center, where they'll end up in the loving arms of those who really need them.
Every person that comes in to shelter gets a bear on their bed, so and to watch, you know, as kids come in and even adults, like it's that one thing that kind of can bring you a little bit of comfort immediately.
The season of giving also seems to work its magic for the Minotauros when competing on Teddy Bear Toss Night.
And we're now 6-0-1. The one loss came in a shootout, so you know maybe we need to do one every night. We've had a lot of success on Teddy Bear Toss Night.
While the goals keep getting fans on their feet to cheer, they're also spreading holiday cheer in their community. In Minot for NBC North Dakota News, I'm Jack Springate.
Some of those bears are as big as people. They're
Oh,
huge,
it's so
too.
cute.
Will Klein told me he has a passion for 2 things: basketball and the Minot High Magi. When asked about his favorite basketball stars, he didn't mention any NBA players.
Alex Simke, Lamore, you got Paxton.
Instead, he responded with the Minot boys varsity starting lineup. When he was born, doctors diagnosed Will with what's known as Williams syndrome.
Right before his 3rd birthday, he had open heart surgery to repair the aorta in his heart,
making some of life's more routine moments a challenge for Will.
It's not really that fun. Math, it's hard. Reading sometimes.
Will overcame it all to play basketball through middle school.
He was very nice and happy and funny and just wants to be around us.
Will always went to the summer camps, and we always met him there. He always loved to play basketball with us.
Will missed the cut for freshman teams at Minot High, but that didn't mean there wasn't room for him.
After knowing Will, I knew I wanted to keep him around and keep him involved in basketball.
Will's teammates and coaches all said they're happy to have Will around.
He likes to shoot around with us, and then every once in a while we'll catch him on the sideline taking a nap.
Will had never dressed for a game. That is, until a week ago, when Coach Nelson gave him the nod.
I looked in the bag and I saw that there was an extra jersey, and I saw Will sitting in the stand. I just thought this would be a great time to get Will in.
Not only did Will get to suit up,
35!
But he also got to play. Then Will did what his coach, mom, and teammates say they never expected from him. He scored. 3 times, in fact. Will is a boy of few words, so when the ball went in the hoop, all he could say was,
Finally.
We had a student, Ridge, he stole the ball from St. Mary's and got it back to Will, and he shot that and made it, and just the excitement on his face when he ran over to the crowd and pumping his fists, and I'll never forget that.
Will's hoop dream came true thanks to coaches, teammates, family, and of course, his relentless spirit. In Minot for NBC North Dakota News, I'm Jack Springate.